Because it was true, or
clicking the go live button.
Well, yeah, but they can't fire me. I'm a volunteer.
Hey, welcome to another Thursday night. Dave's Imaginations presents Dark Queen Ascension, Adventures in Barovia. Well, we just jump right into it and we'll play our intro. If I can find it. Play our intro. We are in Barovia. This is day 11. Day 11, as I remember. As last week, we had all gathered at the Blue Water Inn. And as we're sitting around discussing what our next steps were, came up with a very nice plan. And everyone has a great plan until what?
Punched in the face.
Until you get punched in the face or Strahd shows up. Which he did. Which Strahd showed up and said, I would like you to join me for dinner. And Irina says, okay.
Did he say join me for dinner or have you for dinner?
I'd like to have you for dinner. Yeah, he was a rehearsal dinner. We have things to discuss, and
like how tasty your blood is.
and he revealed to Irina that Isaac was her brother, and that he found her father and has made her father a footman, and that they could all just be one big happy family. Come live with me in the castle. You could be Princess of Barovia. And so, conflicted, but compliant, she decides that we decide to agree to the offer. And so...
I mean, you can't turn Strahd.
You really can't. That would have been
a grave mistake.
It might have been...
battle right then and there, but... You know.
So you have a little more than 24 hours to do whatever you need to do before a carriage will be sent for Irina to the Blue Water Inn. Now, we had some things to take care of.
Owlbear Lodge.
Owlbear Lodge, yes. Yeah. The carriage will be sent to the Owlbear Lodge is absolutely correct.
We also learned that Strahd has multiple wives, which I don't think was...
He does?
Didn't notice.
I couldn't tell if it was
the gold wife
he has
and,
them currently
white
or
wife and the red
has
wife.
had them in the
Did he call them his
past.
wives?
They're labels.
That's what Dave called them.
Oh.
Yes, he has multiple wives. That would be concubine, perhaps. The dude is like 500 years old, so women come, women go. Pardon me. So, yeah, he left, and you were thinking about what you're going to do next. If we jump over to Faerun, or our maps, Land of Barovia. This is one map. Do I like this one, or do I like this one?
Women arrive at Ravenloft in dresses and leave in coffins.
So, let's see. 4 of you left town and then went to the Vistani camp. Oloc and... Who was with you talking? Oloc and somebody else were talking to the Vistani.
No, that was Ruckus and Strahd.
Ruckus and Strider went. They might have tagged along, but then we split
Yeah,
up.
and they took their short rest.
No, we just went to Owlbear Lodge.
No, you went to the Vistani camp with them.
You just sort of hung in the back while we talked to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
right.
stayed on the outskirts so I could do the short rest for my armor.
Yep. And you had your conversation, and the Dusk Elves agreed to... He would gather up whatever forces he could, but he said they wouldn't be effective unless somebody drops the drawbridge.
And did you scribe, like, we got 14 of these guys and 12 of these guys? Is all we're recruiting? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, scribe.
And from there, what did we do next? I think we did an encounter with the Mad Mage Mount Baratak, and as the dragon, you kind of tackled him and forced a greater restoration on him. But even with that, he says he didn't have his spell book or his staff, and he wasn't willing to do it without it. But he did give you something. You remember what he gave him?
Some vials.
Potions of heroism, I believe it was.
How many? 3?
4, I think.
4 potions of heroism.
Don't forget, I have the potions of invulnerability as well. I think I have, 3 of those? There were 4, I think, to start. I took 1. Or something like that.
Does that help with being charmed or just physical stuff?
I think it's physical resistance.
I think it would be great if you took it and then got charmed. So that was Mad Mage, and then I don't know, Strider and Ruckus went to the winery and recruited Impinduka. I think that was her name. And then Strider and Impinduka flew off to go find the other 2 Druid leaders. Leaving Ruckus, who hopped on the wagon train with the two people sent to bring the wine.
Yep.
And back at where? Oh yes, how could I forget? Oloc and Ketotah made their way to the abbot, Dr. Abbottstein, and kind of forced their way up to the brazier, and threw in the red. I think it was red to where the library was, and you snuck your way in there. And there was 2 people there. One gal sits there. The other dude kind of walked across the room and off, and you followed him into the next room and let him walk away. And then you decided, let's continue exploring. And you went into the room, and rats jumped out at you, and you quickly dashed out of that room and into a stairwell, and that's kind of where you ended your night. Who am I forgetting? Anyone? Oh, Irina and Varinka went clothes shopping. They put in an order for your weapons silvered, and you're hanging out with the gal at the Burgomaster Mansion to get your dresses.
The evening ended on Gloin making it to Argynvolstalt to recruit the Silver Dragon, hence the discussion about help kill the spider. Silver Dragon will scout the castle after dark.
Spider in the morning.
Do I still have it up? I put it away.
It's kind of like napalm.
All right. So a resource I like for my D&D is a website called Fantasy Name Generator. Mm-hmm. And for this places real names from Slovak. And we get a female name. As you're on the as you got on the cart, there was 2.
She just got a bronze medal last week.
There were 2 people. There was the male that was driving the cart, and at first the gal said, because you did some great charm thing to get on the cart.
Yeah, I smiled.
Yeah, but I think you were like maybe a natural 20, because it was like 27, 28, 30 maybe persuasion check.
Oh, that's right. The whole
Charisma.
Join me in the back, she said.
And she's, oh no, don't ride up here. Why don't you come sit with me in the back? And so let's give these. This is, how about Repkova? Ema, Ema, E-M-A. I think that's a female name.
Looks like it.
Probably Emma.
And so the question is, who is the guy? Is it a relation or a friend? Certainly, by the fact that he let her go back there, it's not a love interest, right?
And they worked at the winery, or
No, they were
were
sent by Strahd.
Oh, okay.
To go get this.
Okay.
So, which brings up another question of who or what are these people anyway?
Yes. Is Emma wearing a high neck dress by chance?
So, which brings up one thing I wanted to share with you, and I shared with Christian before this. I have been turned on to a YouTuber called that's called what was it called? Oh shoot, I just lost it. Me, Myself, and Die. D-I-E. Me, Myself, and Die. And he is a solo RPG player. And he uses a system called a fate chart that does a DM emulator. And it's something he uses to answer questions. And so, how likely is it that this person might be a vampire or a vampire spawn? Now, mind you, it is 1 p.m., probably 2 p.m., right? You went to Vistani and you had to walk out here, and so it was probably an hour there, hour over here, so it's at least 2 p.m., middle of the day. So I find it very unlikely to be a vampire spawn. It could be. We know that the overcast nature of Barovia doesn't really hinder them from going outside. That they just would find it unpleasant, right? So with this fate chart, we can answer that question. Now, chaos rank. Across the bottom is a chaos. How chaotic are we in the game right now? So coming out of the winery where Ruckus couldn't speak the language, all this was happening around him. He was really not in control at all. In a scale of 1 to 9, where would you put the chaos? Where 1 would be no chaos and 9 would be high chaos.
Well, at least I was with my buddy who spoke the language.
So that mitigates. But for you personally...
Me, I know very little about what's going on other than, hey, these guys are heading my way. I'm hitching a ride with them.
Yeah, so I put the chaos about 5. 4 or 5, somewhere there. Okay. Right? So we asked the question, is this girl a vampire or vampire spawn? Right? So we're looking at a yes is, if I say it's unlikely, a yes would be between 0 and 25. Right? So if you look at the...
You're on the 5
I'm on the very unlikely and the 5.
Okay.
Right? So 0 to 5 is an extreme yes. 5 to 25 is a yes. Above that is a no, according to this chart.
Okay.
So no, she's not a vampire. But the next question I had was, what is the relationship that this girl has with the guy? Not lovers, but could they be family? And I think brother sister is, I'd say it's 50-50. I can say it's 50-50. 30. So yes, they are related. So Emma, what did we say her name was? Emma Repkova is brothers driving with Martin. Martin. Hopefully you got that last name because I've already moved off.
No.
Her last name. He did.
Same
last name.
Same last name.
Okay, yeah.
And so brother says, fine, riding back with Emma. Now, another thing this guy uses that I thought was pretty slick is a NPC generator and a series of tables. So we're going to find out what kind of attitude, persona this girl has. Maybe you'd like to roll. Give me a D100 roll.
Okay.
As you're sitting on the back of this wagon and you're riding down the trail, and this is, yeah. So we're NPC modifier. This is kind of going to give her type of attitude.
Okay.
Yeah, D100.
28.
28. She's pessimistic. All right. Now we give another D100.
23.
Pessimistic mercenary. So she an agent of Spawn, agent of Strahd, does his bidding and goes and does work. Like go get the wine. And if she needed to rough people up in the manor, her and her brother would probably take care of that. Right? That makes sense. Now, next thing is power level. Give me a D100 and let's see what their power level is.
39.
39. So very comparable in power level to you.
Okay.
So, capable type of person. All right. Now we do a motivation verb and noun. D100.
16.
16.
Tell if that was a 1 or something.
All right. And one more time because the word is embrace.
16 and 20.
16 and 20. What does she embrace? She embraces force, which kind of falls in line with this mercenary from Strahd. So
pessimism is kind of Strahd's in charge. That's the way it is, and I'm just gonna go around being the muscle.
So she's sitting on the back and he says, her attitude is,
We're all gonna die.
no. Strahd is the power. He keeps this place in nice, tidy order. No one dares misbehave as long as he's in power. This is the way I like it. How about you? Where do you come from?
Well, myself, I just came to this land, about 10, 12 days ago.
Really? Tell me about the land you come from. Is there a lot of war? Conflict?
I read my backstory in months. I don't know.
Well, you might remember the orcs were invading.
Orcs were invading your fortitude.
Yeah. Yes. Orc invasions, the occasional possessed snowman.
Snowman.
Yeah.
Snowman.
Yes. Living men made of snow that invaded the land. It is rather chaotic.
We've been here. My brother Martin and I have been here my entire life, and we've never seen war.
Really?
No invasion force.
So what? Is she? Does she look physically strong, like she's strapping with weapons and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
She has a rapier at her side, and she looks capable. She probably has a rapier on one side and probably has a crossbow on the other side.
Okay. So your weapons are just to keep the peace. You
Yes.
make sure Strahd's land stays
No one dare get
in
out
order.
That's right. No one dares gets out of step, else faces the wrath of Strahd. And I'm happy to be at his disposal.
So I imagine the wedding in a couple days. You will be keeping an eye on the perimeter, or
Rahadin has not told us what our position would be for that event yet. But with all the people out in the courtyards outside of the property, we could be peacekeepers.
And so obviously Strahd is the ruler of this land and the most wealthy. So I imagine there are many like you in his charge.
I can't say I've counted, but yes, Well, perhaps you'd like to join us. There's, and she puts her hand on your shoulder. There's always room for a capable person.
Maybe get their positions, when they change shift.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you diagram for me exactly where you're going to patrol and when you're going to change?
Count their numbers.
Yeah.
You could come back to the castle with us now.
Well, I have arrangements with my friends. I'm actually helping escort the bride
That is
to the dinner tomorrow.
Strahd seems, as I understand, Strahd is very excited for this event.
I would imagine. I mean, he only gets married every 10 years or so, right?
This seems different, though. Not one of his other wives he keeps. This seems different. He seems different since Irina has come around.
Interesting. His one true love, perhaps, and these others are just
Perhaps.
How many other wives does he have currently?
I don't know that I even know. Let's see. There's the gold. There's the red. Is there silver? Or is it white or gray?
They don't have names. They just have colors.
It's funny how that works. Yeah.
What colors are we going to be?
Blue.
White. Oh. It's a nice day for a white wedding.
Nice.
Let's see, what else could I talk to her about?
So this also has other charts for conversation mood and
Well, she invited me, so I would imagine.
yeah.
she'd
So
be
it's a friendly
amenable.
conversation, and based on your charisma check at the first, it steered it to friendly. Right? Otherwise, who knows what it would have been, right? And then the bearing of the conversation. It takes a lot of the. It says chaos, and it's well. Oh, shelter.
Frog.
It's actually
Show
friendly
me your
is-
crossbow. Oh, hey, look at that tree.
It's shelter, and so she thinks of the shelter that you're providing for Irina. So you've kept her safe. That's an admirable trait.
Yes, we found her, and yes, we've been keeping her safe and helping her.
As much as she'll let us.
Yeah, helping her find her way back to Strahd. And so,
And then the next thing was the embassy focuses. So Strahd must be paying you well to keep her safe and bring her to.
he's not paying us with gold, but he has, I guess, promised us maybe some favors. there was an implication maybe I could run the winery someday, and such things.
You would be given control of this winery.
Yes, if.
Well, that would be
if I can complete some tasks he charged me with. So.
land and business. That certainly is quite an honor.
Yes, and
That worked pretty good.
so myself and Irina and my other companions had the honor of being invited to the dinner the night before the wedding.
So you're coming the night before.
Yes.
Well, perhaps after dinner, we could make your acquaintance.
Maybe I'd be allowed to bring you to dinner. I don't know if that would be acceptable.
I'm certain my duties would be friendly. We have duties until late in the evening.
Okay,
But perhaps we could join for a drink then.
that would be wonderful.
Yeah. It's a date. All right. And about then, you roll up to your stop, and she says, well, until tomorrow night then.
I look forward to it.
All right. And we move.
Maybe just like a gentle kiss on her hand.
And She just looks at you and because she's a mercenary. It's like, yeah.
Who's this whack job?
And you hear as she goes, well, he was kind of a dandy, but we'll see how he is tomorrow night. He goes, what, you seeing
Just because I'm wearing a nicer dress than you.
You're seeing him again tomorrow night then? What's it to you? Onward then. All right, we move on to...
Yeah.
Why don't we work on Gloin and the Silver Dragon? So, you've just introduced yourself and you've talked him into scouting out Ravenloft, but he didn't want to do that until after dark.
Yeah.
He doesn't like really venturing too far from Argynvostal. And he says, while we kill time, perhaps you would help me. Now I have to switch over to a dragon voice. And how is it? Perhaps you would like to help me get rid of the big spider.
I think that would be an awesome idea.
So we have this. If we jump over to the Argynvostal map, you could see that I have a hole. This wall has been partially destroyed. The Argynvostal upper. Well, it was actually the lower floors, I think. Let's see. Yes. And so this red area has been broken out. Now, when we leave, now you in human or dragon form?
Right now I'm in.
I think you're in dragon.
I have you in dragon form right here, right now, but
Yeah, okay.
it's easily changed. When you leave, you'll want to bear to the left before you rise, because the spiders are right outside.
Let's think about this for a minute.
Yes. So if we picture the upper floors.
So you'll be coming out over there, and you'll be coming
Yes, there
right
were
to
quite
his
a lot of
face.
webs.
No.
And itty bitty spiders too.
Yes. We'll be coming out here. If you poke your head out, you can look and see there's a big spider right there.
Yeah.
And then up around, the big mama spider sits at the very top, 100 feet plus up in the air, the top of the spire, as she keeps eye over everything. Very dangerous.
Didn't we come up a stair to this place? Where's it at?
Your stair that was over here.
Okay. There's no spiders.
Oh, actually, you came, when you guys came, you
Yeah,
came from here.
right there.
Oh, that would be perfect.
You came right there, and then
And we
you
booked it
ran
into
in this
that,
way,
yeah.
dashed in.
Okay, so multiple things here.
What is your
One.
name?
Glowing.
Gloin. Gloin.
Yeah.
Gloin.
Yes.
Yeah. Little kids have trouble with that GL. Get used to it.
Gloin.
I think I would, first of all, like to take a short rest and take some hit points, or get some hit dice. And then, so I'm talking strategy with him.
Mm-hmm.
I think as my human form, I would like to go up the stairs and start throwing fireballs.
What about all the spiders on the rooftop?
Oh,
Didn't you? I seem to recall rescuing you and your party from the spiders.
oh, but I didn't have my fireballs then because I was out of them. I'm fully stocked right now.
I see.
And I think my fireballs are more powerful than my fire weapon. And if I run out of them, I can always switch back to the dragon. But what I'd like to do is come out the stairs as you come out the wall. They'll see you and be distracted, and I will get several hits in before they recognize that I'm there.
Now, The most of the spiders do live on the south side of the building, though.
Yeah, we're after him though.
It's true. It's true. And it's certainly, if you were throwing fireballs on the rooftop, you would have his attention.
And then you can hit him with your ice breath, and I think the combination of fire and ice will be deadly.
Well, it's certainly better than I could do by myself.
Unless you see flaws in that.
Well, as long as the spiders on the rooftop still don't overwhelm you.
Well, if they do,
Fly
I'm
away.
also going to cast shield on myself to give myself an extra AC. And I'll be at full hit points if we take a short rest and I do my hit dice. So, yes, it's all going to come down to how many extra spiders there are besides this guy. As a bonus action, I can always switch. I can cast a fireball and switch as a bonus action to my dragon and fly up.
That's if you're not webbed.
Wait,
Well,
are you stronger as a dragon? Because it's usually a strength thing to bust out of him, right?
I am stronger as a dragon.
Okay.
But I mean, if I go down, I cast a fireball. If I step out as Gloin, I cast the fireball. Bonus action, switch to the dragon, and movement,
Fly
move,
away.
Fly away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get that first big fireball in.
Sure.
Right directly on him.
On the guy on the tower.
On
Now,
that guy, that thing.
the mama?
It's probably a mother. Yeah, and I'll bet it's a mother, all right.
Okay. So when I see the fireball, I'll start flying around and try to draw it. But it's not going to pay attention. So it's not going to pay attention to me. So I can sneak up in there with my cold breath.
There you go.
I can swoop and divot, and then I'll fly around until it recharges.
And then we can hit it, and once I switch back to the gold dragon, we can hit it from two sides. It's going to have to decide which direction it wants to go.
Okay.
I want to get one good hit in.
Okay. Okay.
But I need a short rest first. I want to get all my hit points.
All right. You do that.
Okay.
So again, similar to them, it's at least 2:00 by now. At the end of your short rest, I'll say it's 3:00 for you.
Okay. So you do a short rest, and then you click how many hit dice you want to use.
Right.
So I'm down 24. I think I'm just going to do 4 hit dice. See if it rolls it for me.
No, I gotta go over to the. That was 6 days ago, so that's not a new roll for you.
I wonder why.
You want me to roll something for you?
Where is the? Oh, there it is. I mean, I clicked on the B, so I should have got. Let's do it again. I mean, I can take. What is it? D8s. I can try it again.
How many D8s are you taking?
4. Each hit dice is 1d8 plus 2. Oh, that's horrible.
Well, it's average. No, you're right. That was horrible. 11 plus
No, it's
8
11.
is 19.
Well, there were 3 2s and a 5
Right, that's a lot.
plus 8.
Yeah. Is 19.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well that'll have to do.
Sounds like that got you most of the way there anyway.
Pretty close. Okay. So I'm going up the steps as Gloin.
And that's going. That's what I got here.
Bonus action to myself.
I have the other one handy though if I want it. All right. So
You're about to step out?
So you go up the stairs you're familiar with. You peek outside. It's easy enough to see. The way it is right here, it's kind of, it's mass is on the south side of the tower near the top.
Yep.
So you can see the profile of it.
Okay.
And your spell goes 120 feet, I think. For the...
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
Very fitting.
150 feet.
All right.
And this is 20-foot radius. So
Yeah.
It's a 40.
Yeah.
So
Pretty much encompass the top of the tower.
so I want to actually try and get anything that's kind of this close to it. So.
Well, there's not a lot of creatures around it. Everything else seems to keep its distance.
Oh, really? So, okay. So pretty much all I'm going to get is that.
You peek out, and first let's talk about what you see here. Right?
Yes, what do I see?
Actually, that
I've never
is-
seen it so conclusive.
I've got a fireball ready. I'm stepping out.
Yeah. So this guy
That's bad.
was here.
I cast shield on myself, by the way. Before I'm
Yeah,
going
oh,
up
yeah.
the thing.
All right. So,
Let me cast that.
and you kind of remember this, that there's different
of faith.
sizes of spiders everywhere, right? And there's a nice big one kind of redoing the webs here where they were destroyed before. And off to the, what is that, straight west, underneath the protection of this canopy, this partially destroyed roof, seems to be where the spider sack is, where all the baby spiders were coming out of.
I've got to kill that sometime.
All
As soon as
right.
that one's dead, those are gone.
So you have medium, large, super large, and small.
So what does a 20-foot radius circle get me?
It gets you this guy up here. Remember, he's 100 feet up. These guys are all more at your level.
Oh, that high?
He's 100 feet up.
Okay. Okay.
So that's where your spell's going to go. So you start to do your oogly boogie from the crack of the door, right? And you cast it out there. You take your step out and just roll your damage.
So I have Shield of Faith for 10 minutes, which gives me +2 to my AC. Come on. 4th level fireball cast. It's a dexterity 17 save, by the way.
Yeah, and his dexterity is +5, but I'm going to say you've caught him completely unawares, right? He didn't see you coming, and actually, give me a stealth check and don't blow it.
Well, I have disadvantage with stealth.
No.
Well, then
Because
Don't
I'm
blow
working
it.
on-
don't blow it. Whew, that was a 5 there for a second. So, yeah, I mean, you open the door and you don't disturb any of the webs, and even if you did, it's not attracting him. And so I'm giving him disadvantage on this dexterity check. So, oh yeah, 6 and a 4. He took all that damage.
So, it didn't why isn't it not casting it? You know, I've clicked on the B on both of them. Oh, it did cast it.
It did your stealth thing, but it didn't do the.
Cast.
There it goes. Yeah, I see some fire.
37 fire damage.
Nice, you singed some hairs.
His whole abdomen catches on fire, and the hair is just kind of, and it tries to jump, but it doesn't really get very far, and it just kind of spins its body around and looking.
Bonus action. I cast. I turn into the dragon, and I go up and away from him, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, and as you turn into a dragon, and where would you like to end up?
60 foot up. You say he's 100 feet above us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to kind of get out of his line of sight. I'm going. No, I'm thinking about the other way because the silver
You want to
dragon.
go this way?
Yeah, I want to go that way because he's coming up the other side. So I want to get on his other flank.
All right.
So I'm going to be way. So yeah. So I'm well above those webs because.
Well, you will be at the end of your turn if you make it that far, because at the same time you go, they get their turn.
Reaction.
No reaction.
There won't be a reaction, but on their turn, you're right. At the end of your turn, you are how far?
60 feet up.
You're 60 feet up. Fair enough.
and off to his, not directly in his line of sight.
So I've got you here. Where would you like to be? As it's up and over 60 feet puts you where?
Yeah, so you're saying he's 100 feet up. So even if I go 60 feet up, I'm still not up to his level.
Correct.
So I want to kind of go up and at an angle.
Yeah, so I'm having a hard time.
That's fine. Yep, that's fine.
Right here?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No.
Well, where are you, Pythagoras? How far can you go? 60?
60-foot flying.
Yeah.
Speed.
60 feet up, but only really 10, 15 feet away from the door as you flew up at an angle.
Okay.
Right? And then on its turn, it regurgitates this fluid out of its jowls in a cone towards you, and you need to make a strength saving throw as you're coated in the slime, and it's starting to harden all over you.
So this is a +4.
Barfed up magic shell?
Pretty much. All right.
17.
17. Let's see if that's enough. Where'd it go? Yeah, I'm going to say that's just enough. So you take half of 12, 26, 26, and 4 is 35, 30. You take 17 points of damage. And as you could feel this slime hardening all over you, and you can tell that if you hadn't have burst, your strength of the dragon hadn't flopped it off, it would have encased you and maybe petrified you, and you would have fallen to the ground.
Been a bad night.
Not good.
So you're 60 feet above the ground. What is the range of the web?
59 feet.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh, man. Of course, I wouldn't have that up.
Well, I'm more than 60 feet from any of the other.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm 60 feet up. They were on the same level as I
All right,
was.
we'll see. We'll see what
So
their
the angle is.
We'll see what their range of their webs are.
The angle, the hypotenuse is longer than the sides. Right?
All right.
It's longer than any one side.
Ranged weapon attack, +5 to hit. Range is 30 feet and 30 to 60 feet with disadvantage. So you're thinking you're beyond the 60 feet.
Well, I'm 60 feet up.
Yep.
They're down here at the same
60
level
feet
I
up.
was.
They're down
Their
here.
hypotenuse is longer than my side.
If you went 60 feet straight up.
So
Well, that's what he did to me.
you started here, it's here, and you went 60 feet up at an angle.
You didn't take me up at an angle.
Yeah, I did. I said
Not
you went
much
up
of an angle.
15 feet away from the. All right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever. We're gonna give him a disadvantage check with the web. This big one right here, 14 plus 5 is a 19 with the web, which probably hits you
Against my what?
against your dragon armor class.
Oh, the dragon armor class. Do I get the shield and
No,
dragon?
you get your dragon's armor class.
Oh, which is 17.
All right, so you get encased with a web, and you start falling back to the ground. And the silver dragon flies around to the back. But he's going to take his whole turn to do, because what's the movement of the dragon?
60 feet.
Yeah. is my screen light? Oh, because I moved. He sees the fireball. I need to get closer. 40 feet. He's going to fly and then dash to get behind him. All right. And the other spiders will come in. All right, and we're back to your turn.
So I'm going to cast my fire breath, and I'm thinking if the web's around me when I cast my fire breath, the web should burn away.
Yeah?
And I'm going to do the fire breath at that little one right in front of me.
This one.
Yes.
This one. Okay.
So the dragon exhales fire in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a Dex 13 save.
Okay. This is plus 3. 12.
So you can take 22 or 4d10 fire damage.
Yeah. It flips over on its back and curls into a ball.
Is the web now burned away?
Yeah, on you.
And I fly, do my movement, fly
Yep.
another 60 feet up.
All right.
60 feet straight up or
Straight up.
Straight up.
I want to get away from those little ones.
All right.
Well, I think that would be 52 feet. So then they.
On a 5 or 6, its weapon recharges.
Oh.
It doesn't. All right. 60 feet straight up, and at the angle, this one's going to be out of its reach for the web. The other dragon is going to come in from behind. Did I give it up? No, I didn't give it. And it's going to... Now, again, because it's from behind, I'm going to give it disadvantage as it does... The silver does his cold breath on it and exhales an icy blast in a 15-foot cone. So it has to get pretty close.
And you said it snuck up behind it.
Yeah, well, it flew up around it. And as it flies up, and it's going to do its cone breath. And each creature in the area must make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. And this guy has... Come on. 13 Constitution saving throw. Plus 3 to this with disadvantage. 17. So he passes. So he's going to take half of 4d8 cold damage. Ooh, 11, 22, so 11. 11 points from... come on. Man, here. Okay.
The old fry 'em and freeze 'em.
Icy hot.
Frozen fried spider on a stick.
On a steak.
On a stick.
And this guy kind of crawls back and behind, so putting the building between you and it, and that's when it got hit by this guy. And so you can't really see it. Maybe the talons on the outside, but you can't really see it at this point.
Could you share that? Because I'm not seeing it on my computer. It's a little hard for me to see from here.
It still says pause if that matters.
Well,
No, he's just had...
it's the whole share.
The map came up when he did that.
Yeah, but not.
Oh, activate.
There we go.
There we go.
Activate.
Nice. That's right.
Shape of a bucket of water.
An eagle.
All right, you climbed 60 feet in the air, and the spider
But
is...
it's additional
Love it.
6 feet,
Love it,
so
love it.
So,
I may have... Did I fall a little bit?
yeah, you fell to the ground.
All the way to the ground?
You were encased in webs.
Dude.
Don't.
I should have rolled for the damage. I forgot it.
Lucky you.
How far is the fall?
60 feet.
I don't fall 6 feet in one turn.
I don't don't know how.
I'm trying to.
You're not. There's no flying to you. I didn't give you the damage.
Okay.
You fly back up 60 feet. It's your turn again. You're 60 feet above the ground.
Well, I don't think I can get to him at 60 feet. One movement. What are those turrets to either side of where he was sitting?
You're talking about this here.
Yes.
Stairwells, the kind of Mickey Mouse ears on the thing, that take you up to the top of the.
Can I get there from where I'm at to the top one of those?
So you're up 60 feet. We said it was 100 feet. You can get to the top.
Okay.
With your normal movement.
And have movement left over?
I think it's good. So because of the angle you have to do to get there, I think that's going to take all your movement.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm going to take a chance here. Bonus action, I'm changing back to Gloin, and I'm throwing another fireball at him.
So standing on top of the roof,
Yeah.
as Gloin,
Yes.
you
Well, you said there's stairs there.
are you on the outside? Well, this is on the inside. So these are turrets. They're the
Yeah.
So I'm confused here.
Is there like a pinnacle that I can hold on to then?
Sure, I'll give you a pinnacle, but there's no stairs there because this is the rooftop.
Well, okay. Well, you said
This is the inside of those turrets.
Oh, so that's not.
They're not
It's
open
like a
like
slice.
that.
Oh, okay. So there's no way from. Because I was going to duck down in the stairs.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. And I don't love it because I said he crawled around the back, and from here, I don't know that you could really see it.
Well, you could just fry off the two legs that are hanging over the top.
If I can see him, I can cast it.
I'm saying from that angle, you're lucky to see a talon on the backside. It's doing a bear hug on the back of the.
He's
like this, and you're here.
So let's see.
Yeah,
A
you
right
can.
trick place to a point you choose
Yep.
within range.
Agreed.
I can do it to a point.
You know it's back there, so it makes sense.
Exactly.
Absolutely, I
I
totally
don't
agree.
have to see him.
Totally agree.
Okay. Finally, an agreement on something.
Do your damage.
Okay,
He's not surprised this time though.
that's fine.
This was +5. 9. He fails.
Well, that's 28. You ought to be on fire by now.
Yeah, oh yeah, the hairs on his legs and they're just curling up, and he's feeling it. And on its turn, let's see if the weapon recharges. Nope, a 2. It kind of. Well, first of all, let's give. I think we had it going. We had the silver going after the spider. It kind of goes around and goes at you with one of its talons.
Okay. As Gloin, my armor class is 19.
Okay.
There you go.
And
I have the Shield of Faith. I think
all
that's
right.
the only thing
This
it does,
is
actually.
+6.
That's good though. Makes it hard to hit.
Natural 1. As it did it, and it lost its footing and slid down 20 feet.
Okay.
All right, and
Now I can see it better.
yep, the silver comes in, and does he need to recharge?
I don't think we do.
Nope, it doesn't say so. And so it's going to do another cold breath attack. No, it's going to try to use its paralyzing breath. He exhales a paralyzing gas in a 15-foot cone right around its head and must succeed a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. The spider does. Constitution is +3. Meets it exactly.
Takes half. Well, that doesn't work.
Well, we're gonna read it and see, make sure. Repel us for a minute. A creature can so there's no damage to this. He was the silver was hoping that it would get paralyzed and maybe fall from the.
That would hurt.
Yeah, but it didn't happen. So.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And so that was that swoop, and he's gonna fly back off a little bit, and we're back to you.
Well, as long as he's where I can see him, I'm hitting him with fireballs. I mean, like I said, I've got 6. This is my 3rd, 4th level. Trying to get him out as fast as I can.
Oh, there you go. Wow. That's a nice roll.
DC 17 save.
40. Nice. Miss it.
Natural 1.
Oh yeah.
All right, 40 points of damage.
40 points.
That one right down.
We're gonna give it another dexterity check to see. We're gonna make it a strength check because how well can he hold on to the side of the building? 40 points of damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
With pre-singed legs.
All right. It's gonna. Let's see what happens. We're gonna make difficulty 13, and its strength is +3. So 13. That's almost 50-50. It passes, but it does not look good at all. and so on their turn, 2 spiders have crawled up to you by this point, and they're each.
As my bonus action, I switch into a wormling and fly up 60 feet.
That's a man who knows his stuff.
Well, fair enough. You fly up 60 feet. And let's see. We're going to give them disadvantage webbing on you, though. You sure?
Yes.
All right. Disadvantage webbing. So 13. And for these guys, what was their 13 plus 5 to hit is 18. Was not enough, was it?
No, 19's 3.
All right, that's the one. The other one, 17 plus 5.
Yep, that one gets
That one's going to get you.
Although he's on the far side over there. Which one are you talking about?
Don't negotiate with me on everything.
He's fighting for his life.
You get hit by a web. Well,
Okay.
it's more dramatic, too. Some of this... I mean, you and then the big guy, he's going to...
me negotiating with.
Stop it! 5 or 6. Again, his weapon doesn't recharge, but he does stomp at you.
Your Honor, I'm Jack.
13, he misses.
It's devastating to my case.
So you fall. You're beginning to fall.
Okay.
Covered in slimy web. How far do you fall in 6 seconds? Me neither.
You can do a fall table for this?
What's
you're-
gravity,
It's
Mr.
my turn, I'm
Engineer?
gonna do my
You
fire
were-
breath, and it's
1.8
gonna-
or-
You were probably 80 feet up, and you flew 60 feet up,
right?
and it hit you with a web. So you fall that 60 plus at least another 40 down.
But he had momentum going up
Another-
first. He goes under parabola.
Exactly. Nice.
As you start to fall,
Okay.
and
Playing D&D.
Whose turn is it now? It's the Silver Dragons.
the silver dragon's going to
Major,
swoop
this
down
is
and it's going to move and dash, and it's going to make a strength check to try to catch you.
Cal 2 took me off that track.
Oh, kill the dragon! Kill the spider! I'm good.
Well, it doesn't know that.
Fire breath, and I'll burn it off, and I'll fly up.
So a 16, a 12 plus 4 is 16. As it's grappling at you, trying to pick at you to keep you from falling. It's your turn again. As it's slowing your descent.
As long as I'm not facing him, I'll do my fire breath, burn the web away,
Right.
and then my wings can spread out, and I can fly.
As you get closer to the ground, as you're falling, and the silver's trying to slow your fall, you react and you burn the webs off of you, and the two of you start to fly back at it.
Oh, we're going to fly back at it?
Well, you tell me what you're doing.
Well, so if we fly back at it, it'll be their turn to throw webs at us. I want to get away from those two over there.
All right, so you fly off
Yes.
this way.
Yes. So it's going to have to turn around to try and get us.
Yeah. So now you need the
You doing the math on this? Come on, Mr. Engineer.
No, he was doing the Pythagorean joke, and now I'm saying now he needs the rocket that loses power right here.
All right. So,
Yeah.
on your turn, you move and dash away.
Yes.
On its turn, it's going to come over here, and again put the building between you and it.
Mm-hmm. So we're talking. So now we need to split up again. I'm telling him, you need to get around on the other side, and I need to get on one side, and we're going to come in and hit it together.
What's this one? Yeah. So it's again clean. Oh, it's because I'm on a freaking keyboard. Damn it. All right. As it scoots and tries to put the building between you, and it says, "Okay, you're gonna come from the front, and I'm gonna circle around the back."
Yes.
All right. Wait a turn.
Yes.
Give me count to 12.
Yes.
All right. Move. Dash.
2, 3, and then go.
Move. Dash.
Whoa.
And you see it kind of swooping around behind. And on its turn, it again moves. Because it's aware of you guys.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Trying to keep you both in its vision. And so, time to go?
Yeah. Well,
So that's 2 turns it had to...
so while it's doing, I'm moving too. I want to get up above it.
all right, you're like 140 feet in the air.
He's going to dive above it.
Because it was 100 feet in the air, so now you're 140. If you want to get above it.
I want to get above it.
All right.
So I have the turns to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Because then I'm going to dive, and I'm going to shoot it
from directly above,
Yep.
you're going to come down. All right.
hit it on fire breath.
Okay.
And continue moving.
Okay. At the same time, its held action is to spit its breath. So this is going to happen at the same time. It's going to regurgitate on you.
Oh, it is.
And then
even though it's not looking at me,
it is.
It
is on the side of the building like this, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it's. I can't do that orientation, but that's the whole thing it's been doing.
I was intending to come down from above.
You are coming. This is the tower. You're coming from this way.
Yeah. So
it's got like 1,000 eyeballs.
My fire breath is going to hit its regurgitation then.
Okay, is that what you're aiming for? You're not going to aim for it? No, it is a range. You're right. It's absolutely a range. It's a cone. Actually, it's a cone. Sure.
And it's shooting at me, and my fire breath is going right at it, and it's
fair enough.
I mean, to me, it would appear that they
Okay. So the fire breath goes out and it goes through the regurgitation and toward it.
Well, it probably burns the regurgitation. I mean, it's like a web sort of thing.
Or the regurgitation douses out your flame.
Yeah. Who knows?
And at the same time, unbeknownst to it, is the silver coming from the side hitting it with its cone breath.
Yeah.
With its cold breath.
So we're going to roll each of us roll the
Yeah.
thing? Yeah. Okay. So for me, it's a Dex 13 save, and it's a 4d10 fire damage.
That's, yeah. All right. So it's Dex save.
I can roll 4d10.
It failed. It needs another Dex save for the silver, which he passes.
Is that the d10? Where's the d10 at?
This one.
Where's the chaos roll for which one wins?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Maybe a 1-2 to see if the fire wins.
That's a
3,
12.
4, neither of them.
Oh,
win.
those are 12s.
5, 6.
Whoops.
The regurgitation.
I'm going to go back to my chart.
10. There's a 10.
There you go.
There's the 10s.
Yep.
The chaos.
So that adds +2. If you want multiple dice, you get that again. Yeah.
This one. There we go. Okay. Okay.
So how likely is it that the strength of the fire from the wormling is stronger than the regurgitation of this legendary spider?
Well, it's a 29 roll.
It's a good roll.
29 damage.
Fire damage.
And
he failed to get out of its way.
And it failed to get out of its way. But what I'm saying is his regurgitation is going to get through, likely. Okay. But I'm going to say it's like I'm going to say it's likely, and we're going to roll in this chaos check, which I think the chaos is really high right now. Yes. I'm going to say it's an 8. So it's 95% likely this is going to work. 13, but the question is it in the... It is. This is an extreme yes. So you're going to take the full brunt of its attack, as it didn't burn off as much as we'd hoped, and you get to make a dex strength saving throw as the fire worked around it, and you can see the spiders starting to fall off the backside of the building as its slime and coats you. You need to make a strength saving throw, trying to keep it from hardening off your dragon body.
So 5 plus 4 is 9, so I failed.
You failed.
I'm going to land right on top of it.
Yeah.
Well, you said you were coming straight down, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm going to land right on it.
Well, you do a little bludgeoning damage to boot.
Well, it's going to be a nice cushion.
14,
it's like landing
15,
on a pillow.
24,
A charged squishy pillow.
24,
Exactly.
A charged
fluffy
squishy
spider.
pillow with an exoskeleton.
35. You take 40 points of damage.
Ouch.
And now fall damage, but you're landing on it.
Yeah.
But still, it's 100 points of falling down.
You're saying I take 40?
40 points of damage from the encrusting stuff on you. That's the bad news. You're falling 10d6.
But I'm landing on it. It's
You're
nice and soft.
You're still going to take some damage.
Janet?
Well, I'm going to die.
And
Maybe.
No, I'm
And,
gonna
and
die.
revert back to your human self.
Well, he said
No.
that we have the same hit points.
Yeah, they're sharing.
as you take another 30 points of bludgeoning damage,
I'm dead.
well, you're unconscious
On the ground.
on the ground.
No, I'm on him.
Close
Yes.
enough.
You're on him.
Well, we're
And you revert back to your human form,
dead.
unconscious.
Whatever. I'm dead.
The other dragon give you dragon to dragon
Do you
resuscitation.
want to be dead?
Sure.
No, you don't.
Then we won't be arguing anymore.
Oh, come on there.
This is supposed to be fun. This is
having fun.
mutual storytelling. And
It's
so
okay, the Eskimo
pulling
nurse is going to help you out.
pulling you pulling you from the dead spider body
And then
is the silver
Eskimo shows
dragon.
up.
Oh, he killed the spider?
You both.
You both killed the spider.
Oh, okay.
It fell off the side onto the top of the building, and it took extra damage from that as well. Pulling you from the body is the silver dragon into their room.
Where he uses you as bait to consume. Kill the other spiders that come to eat your carcass.
Oh.
No, he gives the dragon to dragon resuscitation.
I was thinking more the dragon would
Hello,
turn into like an
dragon.
Eskimo lady, and then
There you
Eskimo
go.
lady would give you some berries.
Maybe the dragon has some berries.
Okay.
It's the best action Gloin's had in a while.
Maybe it's suddenly a sexy dragon.
It's a little dwarf woman with a nice
That will
big
even
beard.
better.
Yes.
Even better.
Okay, so it pulled me from the body and took me in there.
And you wake up with this dude standing over you.
Yeah, splitting headache.
Oh, damn.
And I am Gloin at this point, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was hoping for a
And
dwarf
if you
woman.
think hard,
I've seen him before.
you've seen him before.
You look familiar.
He was the guy who ran, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's in the barrel room when we first came. Remember we opened the barrel room and somebody ran out?
Wasn't he also the guy that was playing the lute around the...
No.
No, it was a different guy. Okay.
And he says, "You took quite a hit there.
I didn't think he had the angle.
Rest. Here, sip up." So you take a healing potion. What is that? 2d8 plus. What's a normal? 2d4 plus
2d8.
2.
I think it's 4.
Well, I think what I need is a long rest. Cause
Well, you'll get it.
I don't even think I have a healing potion to show you.
2d4 plus 2. Unless you'd like to be dead. If you'd like to start a new character, I'll give you the option right now.
And give up your dragon?
And give up my dragon.
10th,
Yeah, and all those fireballs.
10th level.
You're that close to 10th level.
We'll never make it 10th level.
Okay, yours.
Such positivity.
Moving on.
So here's my thought. Since all you guys are having these huge battles, what do you think about Ken and I just taking on Strahd tonight?
You go right ahead. Yeah. So what am I?
Hey, you're already at the castle, right?
2d4 plus
You
2.
jealous because you guys haven't died lately?
Maybe you start
I'll roll it
murder
for it if
mystery,
you
kill
want.
somebody else.
Okay, whatever.
2d4 plus 2.
I'm all for you,
You
guys
get
going next, though.
7 points of healing. 7
Fairness,
points.
it's been an hour and a half.
Oh well, that's from 0 though, not Leonard.
Who would like to go next?
They need to go next.
They need to go next. All right. So you are in.
Are you there, Ken?
Oh, I'm here.
Excellent. All right.
I have fixed my headset that died in the middle of this last bit.
Oh, good. That's very
Portal
timely
cleric.
because you guys are on. You guys are on. Dun, dun, dun.
So, Oloc.
I'm sure nothing's going to happen. It'll be pretty boring.
Oh, hello.
You hear scratching and squeeing of rodents at the bottom of the door. Its little fingers, talons, trying to crawl underneath the door as you make your way on the stairs. The stairs go down, and you continue down the stairway. Yes,
I believe so. Holding hands because we can't see each other.
holding. Now, how long does your invisibility last?
1 hour.
An hour.
All right, 1 hour. So you make your way down to the bottom of the stairs.
Let me double check that. I believe that's correct, though.
I think it's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, concentration up to an hour.
All right.
As long as they don't do anything.
Right.
It requires concentration, yeah.
Well, anything really.
Want me to play one of your
Or-
characters
oh,
for
so
a while?
like-
So I can argue with them?
Or multiplication tables. Or,
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, if we get to fight or cast spells or anything, then it goes
Translating Latin.
away. Yeah.
All right. You come to a landing, and there's a door.
Should I be seeing something?
Well, I should activate the scene.
Okay.
Thank you for the reminder.
Oh, Strahd at the wall! Don't
Well, there's the door. We should look.
Yeah. Well, we'll open up a crack, take a peep. Don't give the DM ideas.
It's an old castle.
It's just an old door that needs some oil.
in a
That's
humid place. Tell me those hinges ain't so rusty as all day. Just saying.
You crack the door open, and you
It's
take a
just stainless steel.
peek.
Oh, there's somebody in there.
And you see an old man sitting behind a desk full of papers. And then off to the side, you see, kind of in the shadows, are these chests. 4 chests.
Are they open or closed?
They're closed. and he...
Army of mimics.
And you... Who's there? Who's there? I'm not done yet. If you've come to hurry me on, I'm not done yet. Leave me be.
What do you think,
Very
Ken?
quiet.
Very quiet.
Nothing quiet.
Hunting vampires.
Yeah, hunting Strahds.
Swans.
Strahd.
Would you close the door? You know I'm chained here.
Oh.
Would you close the door at least?
Ooh. What do you say?
I'm chained here.
I'm chained here.
You know I'm chained here, right? Close the door. There's a draft. I can't work under these conditions.
I
That's
will.
intriguing.
So if I start moving like forward, what do you do?
You open the door more because you've only cracked it at this point.
Yeah, but I'm asking Ken. Like, you know,
Okay.
do you like resist and say like no?
Oh, no. He said he's chained. I
Okay.
feel like we should verify that.
Yep. I'm at the same thought. Let's go.
You open the door.
Yeah, just enough to like slip through, not like full open, but
Yeah, but still, it went this far, and then it went this far.
yeah.
Why are you playing games? Who's there?
Alright, I think we should try to, come in, shut the door, and then try to walk around him to verify everything he's just kind of told us.
I was thinking keep the door open. Do you want to? But you're in back, so you get to decide.
Who goes first?
I mean, I'm in front.
Ketotah
so-
slips.
I was in front.
Ketotah slips through, and then Oloc, you follow behind him, holding
Yep.
hands still, I assume.
Oh yeah, yeah. We don't want to lose each other.
Yeah. So
And I said I was closing the door, so I'll shut the door as I come in.
and you see him kind of look at the door, and he just puts his head back down in the papers. Give me a stealth check. It'd have to be really bad, but give me a stealth check. Each of you.
That is really bad.
That's a 22.
That's out. 4.
Yeah. As Ketotah steps in,
Trips and falls.
and the dustiness catches you, and you sneeze. And he looks over in your general direction. It's like, really? You're not going to come through here invisible. Make yourself seen. Why would you bother? Leave. In the middle of my accounting. Let me read the description. Dusty scrolls and tomes line the walls of this room. More scrolls and books lie scattered on the floor. Around 4 heavy wooden chests fitted with study locks. I think it means study iron locks. I think it means sturdy. Sturdy iron locks. The only unobstructed floor space is directly in front of the other of the doors on the east and west walls. In the center of the cluster stands a great black desk. A figure crouches atop a tall stool, scratching on a seemingly endless scroll of paper with a dry quill pen. Nearby, a tasseled rope hangs from a hole in the ceiling. And he goes,
So,
he is chained to the wooden heavy desk. There's a chain. He says,
Ta will whisper, I am on official business for Strahd. It would do you well to remember your position.
Nice,
well, nice. Persuasion check.
Okay.
nice bluff. I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
An 18.
Nice.
Aren't we all under Strahd's official business? His wedding is just 2 days hence, and I have all of this to do. Why are you coming in here and bothering me? Go about your business, then. This is my space.
Yeah.
And invisible. How rude.
Okay, we'll keep moving. Unless you want to
Door on the
inspect
other
the...
I would like, as we leave, I would like to, approach the table so I could take a look and see if I can figure out what he's working
What
on.
he's working on. Yeah, it's a good idea.
But I kind of agree we should probably just move quickly.
Yeah, so give me a perception check.
Perception? Oh, that's a 17.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to see that this is some sort of accounting, right? As you see lists and numbers and like a name and an amount, and some are positive and some are negative in parentheses, as these are ledgers of some sort.
Does it look like it's like tax ledgers? Or is it like, ledgers for the wedding expenses?
It depends how close to him you look. At the far end of the table was more like tax ledgers. Closer to him, it seems like he is figuring out.
That was as close as I was going to get. Like, that's where I'd want to start turning away.
Yeah, at the far end of the table, it was probably a bound, and it would be receipts from previous year's collections.
Okay.
But it's obvious he is not messing with that right now.
All right.
So those chests probably contain lots and lots of coins, to my guess. Or their
Probably.
mimics.
Good to know. Future reference.
And not a skull.
Not a dragon skull, if that's what you're wondering.
Or an army of mimics.
Remember what you're there for.
Yeah, to kill
Wha-
Strahd.
that is a good question. What are you there for?
Recon.
I mean,
Well,
do
we
we
don't
have to have
know.
a specific goal in mind?
Yeah. So let's.
My plan, or my idea, is to kind of try to see if we can figure out where the skull is,
That would be nice.
and then try to get a lay and make sure try to figure out if this actually is Ravenloft, because we just think it is, and then
It's fairly
if
safe
we determine
assumption.
it is, how close do the maps we have match what we're actually seeing?
Yeah, I don't think you have the map on you, do you?
Thought you had
No, but I've looked at them quite a bit.
No, Ken gave away the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the book on me. I did not want to
But
do that when I'm
Oloc's
potentially
probably
close to
studied
Strahd.
it a fair bit, and he may not remember every nook and cranny, but we'll remember the broad strokes of it.
Yeah.
Ta's there just to see what he sees. You know, maybe he'll find a weakness. Maybe Strahd's coffin. Maybe the skull. Anything that could come in handy.
Timeline for you guys. I mean, it's probably close. You went to the Vistani camp, stayed there an hour. You walked all the way to Crest, which was a 2-hour walk. So that's 3, and now you've been in here for a little while. So it's between 3 and 4 p.m. for you as well.
Yeah, and I think
And the dinner's
We sh-
tomorrow night, right?
Tomorrow, this is day 11. Dinner's
Yeah.
evening, day 12.
I can re-up our invisibility like 2 times, but I'm thinking we probably should give ourselves a buffer. So like if we hit a half hour or so exploring, we should think if we want to continue or start backtracking.
Yeah, it's probably only been, 5 or 10 minutes so far that we've been inside.
They haven't been in the building very long.
No, this is like our 4th room.
It's at least 10 minutes, right? From the,
Yeah.
you went invisible, still at the Abbot, and up the stairs.
Yeah.
You threw it in.
Seems
You had 2 different rooms. The rats. The 10 minutes seems about right. All right.
Yep.
Okay. So you just had this encounter with the dude. Really? You're gonna stay invisible?
I've said what I have to say, so...
Well,
Right,
be gone
same.
then. Leave me to my studies. Such a be gone, or I'm pulling the string, and someone will have you be gone for me. This rope.
I mean, we're leaving, right?
Yeah.
So,
All right. So the door's in front of you.
Yeah.
And you open this door.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Before we close the door, I will try to whisper to Ta that you should try to make sure he doesn't mention this to anyone, or Strahd will be displeased.
Oh, so there's 2 of you now.
Whisper! Trying to be quiet here.
He's 5 feet from you. 10 feet from you.
Well, not saying it was a good idea.
Oh, yeah, by the way...
And why should I not tell someone that you came through here? Who are you, anyway? And then you just push through the door. You open the door to a dim light from the courtyard. Dim light from the courtyard falls into this great hall through the broken glass and iron lattice work of a large window in the west wall. The immense room is a place of chilly, brooding darkness. Empty iron sconces dot the walls. Hundreds of dust-laden cobwebs drape the hall, hiding the ceiling from view. Directly across from the window stand a set of double doors in the east wall. Further south, a single door also leads from the east wall. Staircases at both ends of the north wall lead down. At the far southern end of the hall, which is directly in front of you, a large wooden throne stands atop a marble dais. The high-back throne faces south away from the rest of the room.
So, where are the windows?
Up here.
Up in the left corner there.
And they're facing out.
They're broken.
Outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you make your way in.
Yeah, I mean, so I'd be interested in going over the windows to see where we are.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Relative to the ground.
Relative to Barovia as well.
And relative to
This is
Barovia,
probably
yeah.
our best chance to figure out if we're actually where we think we are.
Yeah. You go to the window, and you are looking to the west, and off in the distance, to the south, to the west by southwest, you can see just above the trees. You can see a windmill.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
And how far up are
Yeah.
we?
And how far up are you? You seem to be 4 or 5 floors above the ground.
So we're potentially still pretty high up in the castle.
So you got to be at least what? 4 times 15 is 60,
Yeah.
probably.
well, if we have to run, this is a good spot to run to and jump.
And
Maybe
as you look out, you hear a sound from the south wall as part of the wall opens, and out comes a hunched over character talking to himself. That ought to do. Should be safe on that wall.
I missed the first part. Something safe on that wall?
Should be safe on that wall. That ought to do. A hunched over character starts to walk over. A lantern in its hand. It takes a step in and it turns off the lantern. And it kind of hobbles.
So did the wall open up and they stepped through like a secret door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere on this west wall, secret door, and he pushed it closed again.
Assuming this mysterious character leaves, I would want to go take a look at the secret, the wall, and assuming I can figure out how to open it, it would be nice to try to figure out. Because anything secret, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
If you're a good thief.
He's a very good thief.
I'm just not a very sneaky thief.
It was just counterintuitive.
He's walking right towards you two.
Uh-oh.
We'll try to evade him.
Take a step back, either way.
Yeah, I thought they were holding hands.
Yeah. While
yeah.
trying to hold hands.
Yeah, you both kind of move to the side. Fair enough. Good point. I forget. Yeah. As it kind of hobbles up to the window, straightens its cloak in the breeze as it's hunched over. Again, take a good look at it here. Kind of a very furry, and it looks out over the horizon, takes a breath of fresh air, and exhales a long exhale.
Do you recognize like what type of creature?
Well, you would recognize as it seems to be of the same ilk as the Abbottstein's creations. Now, you don't recognize it from there, but it's kind of got that same half owlbear, half dwarf maybe, because it's not tall by any...
kind of pieced together.
Yeah, it looks like some mongrel of a thing. And it hobbles finally, after taking a breath, goes down these stairs.
All right. Give it like a count to 10, and then I'll whisper to Ta, hopefully actually quietly this time, that we should go see if we can figure out where the door is that he came out of.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So give me an investigation check with advantage.
Okay. That's that. That is 26.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you kind of saw where he came out of anyway, and didn't take you too long to find the brick that kind of pushes in to pop open a little bit, and then you just kind of pull it open, and you Oloc, poke your head out, and you see on. And let's get rid of this. Basically, a defensive awning. I don't know the right word. Oh, I could read it probably. 13.
Rampart?
All right. This long, narrow corridor runs east-west. Cobwebs fill the hall, obstructing sight beyond just a few feet. And then onward to the left, or to your right, would be a high dome ceiling caps this 30-foot wide octagonal room before you. Frescoes faded with age adorn the ceiling, but their images are impossible to make. You can see there's a doorway to the right and a stairwell to the left, but what's most noticeable and menacing, perhaps, are the skeletons.
No.
That seem to be just kind of wandering.
Does it seem like they're taking any action to the door opening on them?
So these two right next to you, their heads swivel to the door open, and then so they're like looking. Yeah. They're looking, waiting for someone to come through.
I think we should go somewhere less populated. We don't want
Probably a
to.
good idea. All right.
Don't want to attract attention.
With Ta tugging me back, I'll step back.
Because otherwise you wouldn't have?
Probably, yeah. I'm sneaky. I can make it.
You can use your physical weapons.
I'm not going alone. I would go alone if
Still
I
makes
was
all
here.
our
But
noise and invisibility would go away.
Not with physical weapons.
I think so if you
You can't
attack.
spell.
No, I think if you attack.
Any attack.
Oh, really?
Attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Melee or otherwise.
that's why we ran from the last fight.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, back up and see if I can get the door to close.
And there's a little click as a brick pops back out into place, making a nice flush wall.
Okay. We should probably not go in there.
Lots of stairwells here.
Yeah. Let's work our way. Or should we go through those doors?
Do we want to?
Let's go down the stairs and see. Because if we don't have to open doors into strange areas, that's probably for the best.
Probably, yeah.
Which stairs are you going down? You're gonna
Let's
follow
go the one the probable Abedstein creation did not go down.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's see, where would those have come out? It didn't give me a number or a label.
Oh no.
That's bummer.
Pick a room at random. Stick us there.
It's a teleporter. It takes you to a random spot.
Exactly where the skull is.
Oh, look, skull.
Well, that looks likely.
That would be so awesome.
It looks like they
came
both-
back with the
looks
skull.
like- they both go to the same stairwell.
Yeah,
It looks of it.
but I need to.
It's a very grand stairwell. And that also looks like a front door.
But is it like turned or it's hard to tell?
No.
Having trouble getting my bearings here.
Because we went downstairs and then it turns around and then comes down the
Oh, I
center.
got you.
Are we on a different map now?
Yes, hold on.
Okay.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, I'm lost.
See, like this doesn't seem like K25 anymore.
It's because it's not.
All right. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's good enough. All right. So, cobweb stretch. I don't like how this reads. All right, we're gonna put some people here. They're cleaning. Yes, I remember. I haven't activated the map yet.
Okay.
As no.
And these stairs, they went down, right?
Yes.
Okay, so every set of stairs we've taken, we've just gone down a level so far?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And one more. I gotta grab, what's his face? As you start to come down the stairs, you see that guy is stopped at the bottom of the stairs, talking to three ladies, each of which are carrying a broom and have stopped their task, and they're all fawning over this guy. Oh, Cyrus, it's such a pleasure to see you. Your hair is so soft. And you hear him going, "Oh, stop it! Stop it!"
You think they're the witches?
Do these look like the witches?
They look like normal ladies with brooms. And although they're the same avatar as the witches, they are not necessarily the same witches. Well, they can't be the same witches.
How
But
do you know?
they couldn't be the same. They look very similar, like they could be sisters of.
Okay.
Oh, stop it! And the other one says, "Oh yes, Cyrus, and your hair, it's so silvery. You're so strong, and you command all those skeletons with such confidence and authority." And it's like his cheeks are turning red. And otherwise, you're at the top of the stairs.
Good. Slowly make our way down.
You're gonna slowly continue. You get to the bottom of the stairs. The stairs are stone, so they're pretty quiet.
Which map should I be seeing?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me again. There, it's active now.
All right. Oh, that's looks like a lot of bats.
Oh, we can give you a description of this room. Cobwebs stretch between the columns, and they're working on it. This room is obviously in the process of being cleaned. Columns support the vaulted ceiling of a great hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches in the iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across faces of 8 stone gargoyles, squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand closed to the east. To the north, a wide stretch to the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones. Someone's practicing.
It's gonna be such a happy wedding. And that's coming from those doors?
It's coming from the south.
The south. Okay, so
South.
that's probably where
That'd be the K9 area.
that's
Yeah, the K9 area.
that must be where the chapel is. Do you want to?
I could read K9.
Oh, yeah, we can see it.
You can see it. Torchlight flutters against the walls of this vaulted hall. To the east, an arched hallway stretches for 20 feet, ending at a spiral staircase that goes up and down. Next to the hallway, a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in a shallow alcove. To the west, large double doors hang slightly open, and a steady, bright light escapes through the opening. Swells of organ music come from behind the doors, spilling their melody of power and defeat into the hall.
Is it loud enough that me and Ta could whisper back and forth a little bit here? Organ music, or should we?
Well, you could hear them just fine.
Well, but they're not trying to be quiet.
That's true.
But your leading answer is indicating maybe it's a bad idea, and I
well,
should not be loud.
It would definitely be a risk.
It worked
All right,
so well
I'll be
last
quiet.
time you did it.
I will gently try to tug a Ta, so we skirt around,
Yeah. I mean,
kind of where your
I had the same thought.
where your mouse
yeah.
was, to the
Towards the
south,
K7
to the west side.
of it, yeah.
The west side of things, because I would like to not open doors if we don't have to, but if
Yeah.
there's a door we can see that's partially opened, I'd like to go check that out.
Yeah, same thing. So let's, kind of cross the hall. but
Yeah.
Going the long way.
You sneak
And
by.
be interesting to see if these gargoyles do anything.
Yeah, I was just wondering, what kind of sense do gargoyles have?
Hopefully, nothing special.
Oh, they're not real statues?
Stone sense.
Hopefully they're stone and they don't have any senses. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Certainly.
that's the hope.
Lesser golem,
Since I don't know how to spell gargoyle.
What was it? A shield?
Shield guardian.
Shield Guardian.
Lesser stone golem.
Yeah, Geoelium.
We were in a campaign a while back.
All right, so give me stealth checks, both of you.
You may have been in the same campaign back when.
I think it's a plus
Kids.
one.
Oh, phew! That was a terrifying moment there.
Gargoyles.
That's a 19.
11.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
their vacant faces, their eyes, just pupilless stone, seem to be looking right at you, but it's hard to tell.
Is it they're looking right at us just because it's an artist at his craft
Well-
made these, or is it looking right at us like the stuff in the Owlbear Lodge is looking right at us?
If one of the heads moved, it was imperceptible to you.
Okay. I'm sure it's
I
nothing.
mean, the whole place gives me the creeps, so.
Well,
And rightly
yeah.
Thank
so.
you. It's supposed to.
No, this is very stressful.
Stressed? I'm not stressed. What's the worst that can happen?
and
I'm a plant.
Your visibility.
Exactly.
Cyrus
I
says,
want to live to make my robot.
"Enough flirting for now. Leave me alone." As he's all embarrassed, and he kind of just hobbles off
About the plant.
and pushes his way through the doors.
Discovered?
And you hear the three little. They just kind of laugh and cackle.
They're not witches.
Nothing witch like there.
No. As I guess we should fix these frescoes. And they both kick their brooms. And they kind of sit on them, and they rise up, and they start to do hocus pocusy things with our hands over the frescoes, and you can see the walls just start to mend in front of them. As
Interesting.
one flies here, one flies there, one flies here.
Okay, we'll keep moving, but try to keep our distance from them.
Yeah, so you get away from that door, right? And you're gonna walk.
Yeah. If they're
go
flying,
south.
maybe crouch a little bit, so if they come straight towards us.
No, they're
hopefully
toward the
we're-
ceiling at this point. As they're
Oh, okay. So we
they're-
got some room.
they're
Okay.
feeling they're mending this frescoes that are on the wall.
Don't you want them to run their fingers through your hair?
No.
Not at this moment.
That's a hard no.
Maybe another time.
So you get to hear any
What?
It's a
guidance?
hard no.
I think just keep going so we can kind of see what's around this corner. And then is it the was it that door that you said that was partially
Yeah,
open?
the organ music is coming from the west at this point.
Okay. Let's take a peek down whatever this is coming up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind
Oh,
at
look.
least taking a
It's a stairwell.
Okay.
Farewell.
Oh,
Inside
based on how far we've moved, would this stairwell equate to the one I kind of saw in that secret area? Like if we went down?
We don't.
It does seem close to the same spot.
Okay, well,
It's
that's
the same
interesting.
general area, but yeah, we don't really know.
I wouldn't mind going up that to see if it connects where I think it does. But yeah, all right. Let's take a look at what's through these doors.
All right. So you move to these doors.
Oh yeah, we get advantage on stealth. I haven't been giving myself advantage.
Wow.
All right. I mean, you open the door just enough for your head, right, to peek in.
Yeah.
And,
I'm hoping that won't be noticeable since it was already cracked open.
Three enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods: roasted beast basted in savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each for I don't know 10 people. Delicate china and silver at each place. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. Not that you could smell it from this length. At the center of the far west wall, between floor-to-ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tones of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in enraptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and as deep silence falls over the dining hall, it slowly turns towards you.
Run away.
I will take off my hat. I will stick my hand inside of it, and I will say "cat." And I'll pull out the cat,
Mm-hmm.
and the door's only open like a crack, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll kind of like push it through the crack.
Cat in the
Nice.
hat.
The cat comes through.
And then back away.
And the figure that you recognize as Strahd
But
Oh. Well, that's not good.
turns. It pauses at the door motionlessly. The cat comes in. It barely acknowledges it. and it swivels back to its organ. Bah, 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 bah.
Duck
Alright.
and cover.
I'm gonna start backing my way towards the staircase.
Pulling Ta with
Hopefully
me.
pulling Todd with me, unless he
Now's your chance, Tom.
And we're leaving.
And we're walking, we're walking.
Us back.
That's for tomorrow.
I'm guessing that's where we're having dinner and getting murdered.
A murder mystery dinner?
Did it look like a chapel at all?
This did not look like a chapel. This
Okay.
looked like a
Dining hall.
dining hall.
Like
I was
this is
curious.
where the reception's going to be.
I was just
The rehearsal.
curious because of the organ.
Yeah, but where am I sitting? Where's my place
Well,
card?
In front of one of the, it said,
Yeah, I want to know where I'm sitting. This is important.
Guy with
Taw
it
wanted,
said, Ruckus, question mark.
Who am I sitting next to?
Taw wanted to steal.
These are important details that you need to find out. No,
Taw wanted to steal a fork, but Strahd was in the way.
Emma?
Yeah, no, this this is what Ruckus would harass you about when you tell us all this stuff.
You go up the stairs.
Did you
I
miss
would
the
like
part
to.
about
Basically,
Strahd was in the room?
I need to know I'm
Just
sitting next to at the dinner. This is
far
what's
enough,
important.
to see if it comes out where I think it will.
All right. So
Because I don't want to go into the hallway of skeletons.
you
if it's
go
where-
up the stairs and you recognize the door to the accountant.
Yeah. Let's go down.
Alright, I gotta go check the phone that's ringing. I'll be back in a second. Sorry.
In Strahd's place?
There's no bringing phones in Strahd's castle.
Look, I know you're an artificer, but come on.
All right.
Hold on. I'm getting a call. A call? That's a
No,
call.
I don't have much for you tonight.
Just skip that.
While we wait, tell us when you're back. Strider, let's go through that exercise for you. And Juniper, we've met Juniper. Let's say you made it to the last one. What was the name of our third druid?
I got you. One
I'm
second.
back.
Oh, you're back already. Well, let's still do this. Let's find out about the motivations of the third druid.
Freyalise.
For Freyalise.
30 people.
30 people for Freyalise as I go to my table. And let's roll some D100s and find out what Freyalise is all about. Give me roll me a D100. Her attitude is
10.
10. Well, then you roll a 10 sider with it.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's a percentile.
There you go. So it's
10.
14.
We'll figure out one's 100 and one's a 10.
Yeah, it's got a 10.
All
Yeah,
right.
so that's 14.
14. She is unsupportive. Uh-oh.
What?
Let's roll the that's what it says. Let's roll the next one. Give me another.
He's still trying to. This is back at the winery?
No, this is on the he is flown
I
across
flew. I did my eagle fly.
to the
and
other-
recruit
okay.
other
people.
side of the
Okay.
33.
33, an unsupportive warden, which kind of makes sense, right?
Okay.
Why would I risk my warriors for your battle? Let's roll her power level.
D20.
Oh, is that a D20?
Oh.
No,
Oh.
it's not.
Oh, D100,
Yeah.
66.
Yeah, she seems a bit more powerful than the other two. You've killed the great Sangzor. I can tell from your cloak. You have the staff of Kavan. Yet, why would we take on the great Strahd? He's been nothing but kind to us. Give me another D100.
Mine's been rolling very low.
That's all right, I'll do it. 16.
16. Embrace, it says. Embrace. Embrace
And she
your
hugs you.
role
No, sorry.
as the new druid and fall in line. Life has not been so bad under Strahd's control. Give me another D100.
She may turn you.
I'll just live here.
56.
56. Hate.
Swell.
The humans of this land have done nothing but distort the nature, environment. They care nothing for the wilderness. Why should we liberate them? And we'll say she started neutral, but give me a conversation mood. 60 and under is good.
Son of a bitch. 68.
68 is hostile.
Swell. This is awesome.
Now, that's on the negative side. On the positive side, you have Juniper and Impenduka already on your side.
Right.
And she looks to her sisters. It's true. I will respect this man and his new authority. But as far as me and my sisters are concerned, the respect will have to be earned. All right. I have another D100.
Swell.
Challenge her to a thumb war.
Yeah. Quick before you have to roll.
So that's 0. Yeah,
Oh.
but so it's just a 9.
9.
Single digit 9.
Dave says, you're screwed.
Well,
Are there any good options on the list?
so first of all, we've established her demeanor as hostile at this point, right?
Yeah. Unsupportive.
And
And
the
powerful.
code word, the key word that they give me for a 9 is death.
Wow.
Wow.
What are the other options here?
You know what? I have inspiration.
There you go.
I'm going to use it now in high hopes of getting something dramatically different.
Reroll it.
Thank you. That's a 13. Not a whole lot better than 9.
Well, it's better than death. It's captured judgment. Captured judgment. And she says, I do not support open warfare with the Lord Strahd. My sisters will support you, though, and if you capture him and he submits, I will follow your leadership. One last roll. And this is what the table's called focus.
Okay, I'm sorry. If we capture and he submits, she'll what?
Follow you.
All right. No, one more. 66.
66. The code word is experience. I've watched for ages people try to usurp the Lord Strahd, and yet over the 400 centuries, none have been successful. It's not centuries, 400 years. For 400 years. For the 400 years, none have been successful. It's folly to think you'd be successful this time. But you are my sisters, and you are the apparent new leader. I will not stand in your way, and I will not betray you.
Okay.
Now, let me consider how many of my sisters I can bring. Give me a D20, and we're going to add 20. D20 plus 20. Because I haven't given you a number for her yet, have I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, then never mind. What did I give you?
30.
Well, that's good.
That was the big. That
That was the big one. 30.
Right.
We will be there. And we will make sure no harm comes to our sisters. But we will not openly oppose Strahd and his forces. I think I like these shirts.
Chaos.
I question how balanced they are.
That chaos rule.
Well, it kind of depends what path you go down. How much chaos there is, and then what attitudes we harbor. Okay. There's a little.
Yeah. Got
So, what would you have? Ask her or tell her?
Yeah, a lot there to digest. I guess I would say that first, thank you for your consideration, and I respect your position and your stance and your desire and your unwillingness to go into open warfare with Strahd and his forces. Can I assume that your willingness to protect your sisters means you would protect them from Strahd's forces? In a defensive way, if nothing else?
And she. Let's give a persuasion check with advantage because you have all this behind you and you're decked out.
The 19.
And she looks kind of eyes narrow, and she looks at Impenduka and looks at Juniper and sighs and turns her back to kind of looks. Yes, blood of the Druids must be preserved before all else. I will protect and defend, but I will not attack.
Understood.
All right. Anything else? Good for now?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So 2 days, wedding. You're going to be there. The rest of the Druids are going to be there. And eventually, I want you to think about what you want the Druids to do while you are going to the feast. News, Leonard?
What?
474 westbound towards Bartonville from North Pekin. Multiple vehicles down ravine.
Oh, great. Well, I have an extra bed.
Well, that's westbound, so I'm going eastbound.
You should go around on 474.
Yeah, I always take 474.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to go through Peoria if I don't have to. Where else would that go?
Well, maybe you want to tonight if the highway's iced up.
I would expect the highway to be one of the better roads.
Yeah, you'd think.
I would think they'd have salt out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but salt only works to a certain level.
Well, it's only it's in the 20s. Anyway,
Also, have you seen people's
Oh,
tires?
okay. And then I gotta make a note of it. Think about what
Yeah, but multiple in the ditch means that there was an icy spot that got lots of people.
All right,
that
so
just
think about what I want my
flew
squads
off
to
the
do.
road.
Right? That's what he said.
Right.
So just take it easy.
All right, back to.
Or we stay here, we all call in sick, and we finish this campaign tomorrow.
Let's do it. I'd take the day off.
Man, if only.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Today I probably could have pulled that off because I didn't have any meetings, but I don't know about tomorrow.
yeah, tomorrow I got.
I don't think
stuff I
I've
have to have
had
done by Monday.
no meetings in
What's that?
2 years. I don't
Yeah.
think I've had a day with no meetings. Maybe like
Yeah.
right before Christmas, but
I had only 2 today, and I told somebody, I was like,
And
if
you're
this
the
happens in
wrong
July, I'm
work
taking the
groups.
day off. Just
Well,
because.
and like tomorrow, tomorrow I'm usually very wide open, but I've got stuff I have to get ready for UK by Monday, so.
Just, if you had any projects going with Russia, those are off
that?
now.
Yeah.
That's happened to Carrie. She's
Or
like, we
Ukraine.
were in the middle of deploying stuff to
Or
Russia.
Ukraine.
It's like, nope, pause.
we do have a purchasing group in Poland.
That's fine.
Yeah, they're.
They're
we
still
got
fine.
we got
for
our own
now.
folks surrounding
But
them.
Jay ain't selling anything to Russia for a while.
No.
No.
It won't be for a while either.
Back to who? Oh, back to Tom.
Yeah. So, 64. You come down the stone staircase, and a long, hollow sigh of wind breathes a semblance of life into this otherwise featureless staircase. Is this the right one? I don't think
Nope.
so. It's
I don't
this
think
one.
so.
It's not the right one. That is not the right one. You are here. I remember it well. This dusty 10-foot wide, 30-foot long corridor has a flat ceiling 10 feet overhead. To the south, a web-filled staircase spirals down into darkness. So this looks like it goes further down yet.
I
Think we should
was
just
gonna
keep
go
going.
up a little bit to see if it popped out where I thought it did.
Well, you went up and it went to the accountant's room.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what you told us
it might have been while you were
Oh.
away.
Oh, okay. I see.
before you.
So then,
Yeah.
and then we continue down further.
Yep. All right.
So that's where
Gotcha.
you ended.
All right. Yeah, I'm about get on a different floor than Strahd. So let's
Yeah, no.
take the next exit.
No,
So in front of you is a door. Off to the right is. So you step into the room. You're still invisible,
corridor.
or do you continue?
What's our time check here? Are we like 20 minutes in? 25?
Yeah, that's a great point. So it's
20.
it's probably 20 minutes. Seems about right.
Okay.
I say we keep going down.
You want to go further down?
You didn't act.
Yeah, I guess see if we can find a door that's open already.
Yeah. Or a skull. If there's a skull at the bottom of the staircase, that'd be awesome.
That's true. Did we have any idea where the skull is supposed to be?
We assume it's in the. Ta assumes it's in the crypts under the castle.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Where
go
else
down
could-
as far as we
In
can.
the
Oh, yeah,
catacombs.
that's right.
I'm sure that's a
And-
good idea. There's
yeah.
nothing dark and dangerous down there.
And we thought maybe some of one or two of the other portals from the brazier was in here too, somewhere, but we don't know where, and you haven't stumbled across
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that was the other
that
thing we
looks
wanted to do
sinister.
was once we're
North
through here,
Yeah, that's a.
maybe go to one of those other locations just to see where it pops out.
This isn't the room you're looking for.
I was gonna say it earlier when we came across the accountant. You're not the ghosts you're looking for.
I will say, it is interesting that Strahd was just there playing the organ when we had just used his teleportation thing.
Maybe it wasn't actually Strahd. Or, maybe he just really values his recreation time and his
It
hobbies.
could be. He'll deal with it later.
You guys could have just killed him and ended it right there.
He said as much.
All right.
I don't think a sneak attack on it, something that severe would not get you there.
There's that. Also, we would be robbing Irina of the ability to stab Strahd at the altar. She'd be very
And
disappointed.
the XP that represents.
She's gonna be a goddess.
The stairs descend.
Funny, what?
The stairs descend into black, still water that fills an arched hallway before you. The water surface is like dark, mirrored glass, disturbed only occasionally by the thwick of a drop falling from the ceiling. 20 feet ahead, arched doorways lead downward from each side of the hallway. In each arched doorway, an iron door stands closed and partially submerged. You hear a weak cry for help from beyond the south. Help me! Oh.
We found the dungeons.
Who wants to step into the water?
Sink to the bottom.
So
8-foot trench armor.
how can we estimate how deep it is?
It's mirrored glass top.
Like based off the steps and like the walls, like does it
Okay,
look
let's-
like it might be 5 feet from the, or like a few inches?
Yep. The standard height of a room might be 10 feet, and so it seems like it might be 5 feet deep.
Okay, so a lot of water. Enough for piranhas,
Alligators.
alligators,
Thanks for putting that image.
were rats.
Cranium rats.
What do you do?
That's a dual
I'm not feeling the water,
No, now that you put piranhas in my head.
and it's not, big enough in here to stick a rowboat. Or is it?
Well, it's 10 feet wide.
12-foot rowboat?
12-foot long rowboat?
Yeah. That'd be a
So,
little tight.
yeah, I think it'd be very tight.
water moccasins.
See, do we have anything that'll let us kind of just...
Well, that's where
Water walk? No, that's water
spider
walk.
climb.
Yeah, I don't think I got anything to be
Inflatable
helpful
dinghy from the
here.
hat.
Well, I have a rowboat
Oh, okay.
in my robe.
Is there... Okay.
Oh,
You do have a rowboat in that hat?
That's what I was asking. No, not in the hat, in the robe. I don't know if there's a boat in the hat. I'm guessing there might be a broom in the hat, but also, 5 foot flying a broom for the first time might be. We saw what happened when.
Seems like it'd be a good thing to practice before you
Right.
relied on it in a life or
Save your
death
life.
situation.
We saw Ruckus trying to fly for the first time recently. And
Okay, is there,
You grew sprouted skeletal
Oh
wings.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
oh,
Crashed into a wall, I think.
wish you had
is
those
there a
back.
map I should be
No.
seeing? to help visualize?
Yeah.
No, because I'd be at a gravesite right now,
eating dirt.
chewing up bones right now. Every day, pounds of it every day.
It's only a pound.
Totally impractical.
Alright. A76, is that where we are?
K73.
Oh, that's just a black screen for me then.
Right here.
Yeah, no, I just see your mouse moving.
Maybe
But
you're
either way, okay.
lagged. I don't know.
So it looks like it's just all water.
It's all water.
yeah,
Does it look like there's something stable? Like if hypothetically someone was to teleport?
No.
No? No?
No.
Okay.
Nothing to stand on.
Alright.
Misty stuff.
I mean, you can't even see the doors here. I don't know why I told you about the doors, because from
You
your
can't
angle,
see them. It's doorways, yeah, or hallways. I say we go and explore the floor above us.
This is where we heard sounds of "help me" coming from here.
From the south.
Okay,
Yeah,
from
I
the
mean,
south.
he must have prisoners in here.
All right. And this was K73, you said?
Yeah, K73.
73
Besides, it's a lot harder to be stealthy when you're in the water.
dungeon? Question.
There's nothing down here to hear you anyway.
That we know of. Yet.
All right, let's head back up.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Heading back up.
Might find another stairwell down.
So again, you're to this room.
Okay.
You didn't really step into it.
No, I guess let's go.
Seems like he's asking for a specific reason.
Well, because you couldn't really see in that alcove before. In that alcove is
Fireball.
no. In the you look into your
waiting
to your
for the
right,
trap.
Ketotah.
Hmm?
On that far wall, there's a crease down the middle with little knobs. And hand,
Secret door?
not very secret. You can see it.
A very poorly made secret door?
A door of sorts.
Oh,
It just seems like an invitation for something.
yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you want to open it?
Seems like a trap. But let's do it.
It's a trap. Let's do it.
Yep.
Awesome.
We've got to find out what the trap is. I mean,
It's not really a trap if you already know that it's there.
Well, it may not be hidden in a trap, but it's still a trap. It can still hurt you.
All right. Do you want to open the door or should I?
have a.
Toss us after
Mage
you.
hand?
No, I'll do it, but have a. Oh, we can do mage hand, yeah. But have like a.
No, you can't. That's casting a spell.
Oh, that's a good point. Have a not a spell, but like be ready to react.
Yeah. I will stand behind the corner though, so I will break contact with Ta. So in case the very obvious looking trap thing goes off, that hopefully it doesn't hit me.
Okay.
You want to be on this tiny corner, or you want to be on the beefy corner by the door?
Well, he
Tiny
can-
corner, kind of standing on the first
He
step.
can run
I guess.
away.
Got it.
Yeah,
Up
you
the
can't
stairs.
see him when you're. Oh, you can't see him anyway.
I can't see him anyway, so I'm going to rely on Todd to tell me that hey, stuff's good, and then I'll stumble and try to find him again,
Or you'll hear screams. No.
or he'll screams and
Burning flesh
we'll
smell.
consider it from there.
And then you can just run upstairs and teleport away and
Yeah.
leave me. to
But
die.
I will have indicated it that this is where I'm going to be standing if Todd decides to come running to me.
Okay. Well, let's do it.
You pull open, they spread it sideways, and after you get it like 2 inches, they kind of more easily push open, and it's a 10-foot by 10-foot room, and in the middle of the room is a lever in the floor.
Okay. It's a lever. I'll walk in.
You walk in, the doors slide closed behind you.
Is it a teleportation cube that teleports you to other floors?
It's a turbo lift.
Did you tell Oloc you were going in?
Going in.
Did you tell me?
Well, you heard the doors close.
Ding!
Ta!
Yeah, no response. You can't hear him.
Ah, crap. Alright, I will give him 30 seconds.
30 seconds is a long time.
That's
is a
true,
very
around
long
6 seconds,
time.
isn't it? I will give him...
Have you looked
2
around the
rounds.
corner yet?
I will peek around the corner.
And you
to see if
see
anything-
nothing. You see
Yeah,
the wall.
I see nothing. Okay. I
Well,
will stumble my
are
way
there
forward
doors-
and
The
verify
wall's
that he's
closed,
not
door's
unconscious on
closed.
the ground or something.
So you see like the closed doors.
You see the closed doors, and no Ketotah.
Yeah, so I'll pat the ground and make sure he hasn't fallen
Oh,
unconscious or something.
well, that's new information. So you move in to where he was.
Yeah, I want to pat the ground and make sure he wasn't
Yeah.
knocked out or something.
Yeah. There's no evidence of him.
All right.
So from the inside of the room, can I open the doors like a little bit?
All right. So you go back to the door and you open them.
Just a little bit and say.
And there's nothing there.
Well, obviously, yeah.
You don't see anything. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Maybe he's there. Tap his
Wouldn't
head.
you say, hey? Or maybe you should say something.
Hey, Oloc. Are you
Do I
there?
hear him?
Yeah, I mean, the door just opened and you were patting the floor in front of you.
Well, for some reason, you're making me think that maybe he was not there anymore, and it was, teleported away.
Yeah, so as you're patting the floor, the door is open a couple inches and you hear, hey. You can hear each other.
Okay. Is it safe?
Maybe.
All right, good enough. I will
I haven't died yet.
walk through. Unless he's coming through and runs into me, and then I'll stop.
I would make room for him to.
Alright. Come through,
See,
stumble around, try to find you. Reclasp hands and carry on.
I mean, it's a 10-foot room, so like.
So it probably doesn't take too long for us to run into each other.
well, you could have connected at the door.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to hold hands. It's 10-foot room, so it's not like we're gonna go far.
Unless
You
you
never
walk
know.
into each other.
Right. So this
Alright.
lever.
Pull the lever, Max.
There's a very obvious lever in the middle of the floor.
I'm gonna pull the lever.
No!
There it is. Top pulls the lever. Pulls.
I was going to
The
look at the lever
lever.
first, but yeah.
Tune in next week to find
Yeah, basically. Top pulls the lever. Giant spikes drop from the ceiling.
I need
Impaling
a
them both.
dexterity saving throw from both of you.
Oh, no.
See, I made sure we were both hit by it.
No, that's just
Okay.
to see if you're hit on the head by the shower of gold coin.
19.
Pretty good.
Oh, hold on. I want to look at a feature real quick before I tell you
18.
that's my final answer. Where's this freaking feature in three?
A solitary skull head comes falling down.
A dragon.
Oh,
skull?
if I fail a saving throw. Do I fail a saving throw?
You're about to find out.
Oh, yeah, but the thing is when I'm hit by an attack or fail a
Yeah.
saving throw, I can do something.
Oh, dragon.
Yeah, that was one of the things. They
We
were
have to tell him what
To
number
recruit the dragon.
you rolled.
Yeah.
That he just recruited.
No, that
that's
was
to
for the
get the soldiers. The
soldiers to
paladins.
go.
Oh,
through
that's
the
right. Okay.
paladins.
So, the dexterity saving throw was to keep your feet as you are thrust upward at an incredible speed, and you hear gears grinding, and as it and the scraping of walls as you fly upward, and you come to a sudden stop, and you feel light for that second, and then heavy as it stops. But then turning in gears and rattling in chains as the compartment fills with your. And now I need you each to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
And fills with gas.
Oh, that's a 7.
Don't help.
Okay, 14.
10.
As you both fall unconscious.
Oh man.
Is this a poison effect?
It's you. Magic sleep gas fills the compartment as it rises, and the creature is trapped inside must succeed the Constitution saving throw or fall unconscious.
Alright, that doesn't sound like poison.
Here's
Alright,
the downside of holding
well,
hands and
we are
walking
now
next to each other
visible
the
as
whole
well.
time.
And you are visible as well. And
Do we take damage?
no damage. You're just unconscious.
We're just asleep.
Taking a nap in the elevator.
No, wait, hold on. I failed the saving
Teleportation
throw.
cube.
I would like to use my tactical wit to add +4 to that as a reaction.
Okay. Which puts you over the limit. So you start to fall asleep, and you shake yourself out of it, and there's Ketotah sleeping to your side.
right, and we are still visible now because I succeeded.
So you're still visible.
You're hit.
Okay.
I want to make sure I stay invisible. It doesn't look like this counts as casting a spell or anything. Use this feature. Yeah, it's just a feature.
But he failed, so he would have been visible.
No, because I'm the one concentrating on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now you don't know where he is.
Well, it's a 10-foot square.
Probably
It
should have
doesn't
been
take
holding
long.
hands.
Doesn't take long to find him.
You got thrown in the air, banged around, and you still held onto his hand.
Yeah.
He's that good.
So I will search around
Oloc
for
was
it.
trying to hold hands. Todd had no interest in holding hands in the
Well-
elevator. It was like, get away.
And was now flopping around like a rag doll because you're unconscious. But okay.
So what's the final state? Ta is invisible, but Oloc is visible.
No, actually, they're both invisible, as Oloc was the one concentrating on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will stumble around and try to find Ta again. Well, I would, where'd you go? And no answer. I'm assuming because he's unconscious.
Right.
And try to find him.
And I'm reading here. Okay. And the gas subsides, right, as you shook off the effects of the sleep. But after the gas, there was another click. So you have one action. As you feel the floor start to push up.
Oh, like it's gonna push us into the ceiling?
Yes.
Oh crap! All right.
It's like poorly designed.
I have
elevator.
one action.
Or very well designed, depending on your perspective.
Okay, so we're enclosed. That door is not open anymore, is it?
The door is not open
It's not
anymore.
even around you.
There was no open door. Yeah, you're right. As soon as you came in, it closed again. You pulled the lever.
Yeah.
The elevator shot up. It came to a stop. Gas filled in. Tried to put you to sleep, and now the floor is rising. You have 6 seconds before you feel like you're going to get crushed.
Yep.
5.
I guess I'm just gonna,
4.
do the selfless thing and just kind of throw myself over Ta's body and hopefully try to keep him from being crushed. Because my armor is fairly strong, so I'm hoping I will not die.
Or your armor will just crush him. You'll
Well,
be okay.
I'm
And you
hoping
double
I will,
double your height by doing that.
Is there a door?
be the stopgap thing.
Yeah, couldn't you like try opening the door?
Unless there's like
or-
a spot that seems like it's not rising that I could try to drag us to.
No, the whole floor is rising. You're about to get crushed.
There's no door.
All right, and that door is not like easy to open, was it?
The door on the side is, you reach over to try to slide it. The handholds are no longer there as it's below the rising floor.
Okay.
But you can give me a perception check.
Stop, Sean.
As you're feeling the walls, trying to figure out how to get out of here.
All right, 16.
16. You find a crease in the ceiling this time, and you find that there's a trap door, and it opens. It says downward, but it must be up. Well, maybe it is downward.
Swing in.
Yes, and
So it
it's
oh,
the
it's one of
floor,
those.
I
It's
guess.
like the emergency escape.
The floor, I guess, falls out from below you.
I'm guessing the ceiling opens up, but
Oh, okay.
it
Yeah,
swings
okay.
down.
It's fair enough.
Yeah.
You reach sitting, the trapdoor falls down, and now it's a matter of getting Ta through there in the half a round that you have left.
Yeah, I will try to grab him and because the floor is rising up, right?
Right.
Okay, so I would like to basically. How wide do I have to work with here?
You have 10 foot by 10 foot.
No, sorry. How wide is the trapdoor that just?
Trapdoor is a normal door, 5 foot wide.
Okay, I would like to slug the unconscious and invisible Ta over my shoulder, and then just try to, stand kind of diagonally, so I
Yeah.
got as much room as possible for
Okay.
the floor to just kind of push us up through this nice little door.
Yeah. As the as you try to position yourself just right, the trapdoor gets trapped on the rising floor, and it snaps, and you push through, and you are now in
Penthouse, right?
Yeah, it's the penthouse suite.
Welcome to my
Layer.
I feel like maybe our welcome has run out.
really.
Yeah,
Well, it depends on whether
Getting
they're
that vibe.
monitoring the elevator.
I feel like this was also very noticeable.
What would make you think that? It was super
I don't
stealthy.
know. It's just a feeling.
Call it a hunch.
Out of curiosity, when the
Also,
elevator
Mars
was
is a
moving
spring.
originally, were we going up or down?
you were going up.
Okay.
All right. All right. Nice. Trying to figure out where you are.
So what do you think? Knoxville War?
Hmm?
Think about going taking Knoxville all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can stick together.
Yeah. Fewer turns, the better.
Yeah. Straight down, make a left, go straight forever. More or less.
Yeah, it just means.
Yeah.
Well, I got a couple of stoplights. It's
Yeah,
in those, but usually not a lot of
All
traffic
right.
this time of night anyway.
As you push yourself, as you rise up, you look above, and there's fabric covering the hole. And as you push forward, it's like you're coming up from underneath a rug. And as you stand, the rug has like totally covered you like a ghost.
Mm-hmm. It cuts my
Like
holes.
tented over you.
Yeah, and you try to you got taa over your shoulder, right? And you're trying to, with your other hand, trying to push this rug off you. And as you do it, it seems to resist,
Oh, no.
and it starts squeezing you.
One of these rugs again.
That's good.
Didn't
Okay.
we come across rug before that? Like,
You and me haven't. Or Todd and Oloc haven't.
was that on the mimic ship?
It was
or
on the
where?
boat.
Yeah.
It was all the
on
mimics.
On the mimic ship. The rugs that were mimics that attacked.
As you each take 8 points of bludgeoning damage from being squeezed.
Bludgeoned by a rug.
Points of bludgeoning damage. Oh, there we go. Damage.
And I think
8.
you have a concentration check for me.
Yup. That is coming up next.
What- I mean, I would
That's a
fail.
17. That'll do it.
Oh no, because concentration. Just on
It's
that,
just him.
Okay. Can I can't see, can I?
You're right. You're in complete darkness as you're covered with
Oh, that's
this rug.
not great. I think I need to see to do what I was wanting to do.
Are there any other saves for me to try to escape the?
No, because you are just coming to after taking that damage. You wake up, and you're
Oh, they
kind
wakes
of
up,
bent
okay.
over. Something's in your chest. It's dark
Which one?
in your gut.
What
You
is
wake
it?
up in the dark, bent over. It's like,
The feet dangling, and something compressing you, smothering you.
Let me go! Let me go!
Folding you like a paperclip
Push 10
over
feet
his shoulder.
away. Ooh.
Well, since he's thinking about it, do you have a reaction? What do you do when you wake up?
Let me go!
You hear him say, "Like," but you have an action.
I mean, I'm not holding
I would
you-
think
well,
you
I'm
would
holding
kick
you,
and try to get free.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be like squirming and trying to.
Yeah. So give me an attack with disadvantage.
Oh. That would also work. We could just try to, attack our way out.
Yeah, 2 plus whatever.
Yeah. As you wiggle, and you can't really catch purchase, and you're kind of stuck on Ketotah's on Oloc's shoulder. Oloc, what do you do?
All right. I feel like people know we're here.
We don't know that.
You don't know.
Oh, I don't. All right, we'll save that for later. Yeah, I'll take. I guess I'll take some punches. I don't think I could reach my sword, so I'll just do unarmed strikes
Okay.
to try to hit something.
And it's not a matter of hitting; it's a matter of momentum and hitting it with force.
So does this
Yeah.
make the invisibility go away?
Yep. Yeah, you're visible now.
Okay.
And I am about to be shortly. This is with disadvantage.
It was for him, but not for you.
Oh, okay. So there's swing number 1. Oh, that's an at 1 for nothing. And then here's swing number 2. That's a 15 to hit.
15 hits,
All right, that's 5 bludgeoning damage.
5 bludgeoning damage. All right,
And this is just regular old bludgeoning damage. There's nothing magical about it.
5 bludgeoning damage is what you said.
Yep.
As you struggle and thrash about, Ketotah gets hit as well, and Ketotah takes 2 points of damage,
Ow.
as it's a special ability of this thing to damage transfer.
Oh.
Right.
All right, and it squeezes back. Ooh, as you each take 10 points of damage.
And whoops,
Back to
that's
Ketotah.
but not 100. 10. Nope.
You do hear him say something like to the effect of, "Get me out of here! What's going on?" I hope you had fun tonight. 'Cause
I'm tired.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
I will cast. Well, is this a loose object?
no, it's squeezing you,
Good thinking.
Oh.
Though.
uncomfortably squeezing you for like 10 points.
Like anaconda squeezing.
Yeah, my thought was to use levitate, and
And all of you would levitate, probably.
Oh, you can't cast it on the object and make it float away?
you can cast on one
But-
creature or a loose object.
Oh.
Hmm.
But the question is
But that would
whether
let me,
we
that would
are
let me see the floor, wouldn't it?
enveloped in the object or whether it would
Right.
lift off.
And I guess it's Ketotah's turn.
Uh,
You're still bent over his shoulder at the gut. You're being squeezed in half by the smothering. You're both thrashing about. I think it's time for a dexterity check.
No.
Because I think you would fall
A
down.
deep shock.
If that's what you
It's more him. It's
Oh.
more him.
Oh,
Yeah.
18.
18, yeah. You keep your feet. Ketotah, what are you doing?
Do I want dexterity,
Oh, you're not. Oh,
strength, or constitution? Probably.
It's point of strength, I would think.
Yeah, let me find the
A
right
rogue's
one.
constitution can't be strong.
Hmm. I don't know if he's trying to affect it or improve his own. He's getting a buff.
He'll be buffing us. And there's different levels, and so I can apply it to multiple targets. So I can apply it to both of us. Is the right one? Higher level.
can I ask him what he's going to do while you figure it out?
Yeah, yeah. I know what I'm gonna do. I just need to make sure I'm getting the right one. and right
Olak,
level
what
and
would
all
you
that.
do?
Okay, so my question here, can I see my feet? Like, are my feet
I'm gonna say-
on...
I'm going to say no. As this thing is totally engulfed you and you have Olak over you, it's pitch black underneath this rug. I don't think you can see your feet.
Okay. Well, so here's the next question. Do I think I could see my feet if I pitched us over so I could go prone, basically? I'm wondering if I could, see a light at the end of the tunnel if I...
If
Hop
you
on
throw
my side.
yourself thrown, you make a strength check and we'll see what you can see.
Okay. Could I
So I was gonna.
convince you of athletics?
Yes.
All right. Do that.
So I was gonna cast a.
That's
buff.
not great. That's a 16.
And as you do this, you're buffed by Ketotah. What does he get?
So
A
it's-
D4 or D6?
Well, what check are we doing?
Strength athletics.
Strength, okay, because I was going to do strength, bull's strength. The target has advantage on strength checks.
All right.
And his or her carrying capacity doubles.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
All right. So that was a 16 for the first one. Here's a 17.
All right. Yeah, as you push through, you throw the Ketotah aside, and you throw the carpet to the side, and you're finally separated. But now the rug will try to jump back on Ketotah as he would be closer,
Okay.
and he will make a +5 to hit, 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Yeah, as it wraps back around Ketotah
Vinny doesn't care.
and does 8 more points of damage. And we're back to Oloc.
Okay. Can I see any part of Ketotah?
Yes. You see
I'm
his
going
feet.
to cast Vortex Warp,
Okay.
which is going to magically twist the space around a creature I can see within range.
Okay.
If for some reason he doesn't want this to happen, he can try a Constitution saving throw, but they can fail. And then I'm going to teleport Ketotah to some space that is like 40 feet away from this guy, if that's an option, or as far away as I can get
No,
him.
the room's not that big. All right, so
All right, as far away as I can get him.
let me. I'm sorry. I should activate this.
Whereas my cats would prefer just run away.
Oh, okay.
I'm having trouble getting her to go outside.
Ketotah and
She would
Oloc.
kill a dog for 4 months.
All right, and you do this vortex thing on him.
Yep, to clear him out, and then hopefully he will do something clever
She goes pee outside
to save us.
And where does he
So that
go?
way he's not getting smothered.
Where does he go
at night. Yeah.
when you vortex?
I'll pop him as far up this stair as I can see.
All right,
Basically, try to make it so if it's going to attach itself to someone, it's going to hit me.
all right. And now it's Ketotah's turn. However, yeah, you can see it still.
Melee range would have been better.
Well, charge it. You can still run in. So you teleport him off into the stairways, and he charges back down.
I'll jump on it.
Well,
And
at least it's his choice now.
He jumps on it and does what?
I will do a 4th level inflict wounds. And take my advantage.
Okay.
Ooh, if you get a wild magic fireball,
Remember, it's the different table now.
well, yeah, but
There's
You know,
still
there's
it's
a lot of
still
stuff
on there,
that's
but it's
seen
a
on it.
1 in 300 chance now. So
You're shitting on me, dude.
Sorry.
Get your goat hair off me.
I'm guessing a 21 hits.
Yep.
It does do that.
Mark this off. And that is 60, 10, 32 points of damage.
Oh yeah. As it falls inert.
Okay. Got it.
And you look back to Oloc.
And now we need to roll on the wild magic table.
Nice.
And there it is.
But the
Poof, you're both plants.
Yeah.
oh yeah, am I within 5 feet of him?
Not
Erupts
quite.
into a fireball.
Ah,
You're close enough that.
All right,
doesn't-
you are.
all right, let's do it.
Okay, religion.
And as you do the wild magic and you look at Oloc, you see behind him a very stately
Throw a dice.
portrait of Strahd watching. All right,
Great. So I rolled a nat 1 on my religion check.
nice, extreme effect.
Yeah, plus
Oh, holy!
plus 1, so it's
Yeah,
still.
I mean,
Shit,
you were
I don't
starting to say your prayer and you looked up.
I said
at
the wrong god's name.
Well, you
Or something.
looked at. You're starting to say, and you said, "Lord Strahd."
Oh, holy shit!
Vigo.
Okay, so that's a 16. Let's see what's gonna happen.
You are vulnerable to fiends for an hour. Such creatures gain advantage on attack rolls made against you.
Oh, good, because there's none of those around.
No. And it's almost like he is mockingly smiling at you in the picture. And that's
Fiends.
So that's
where we end.
Fiends includes things like what?
All right, so
I'm
we're
vulnerable to
vulnerable to
fiends
fiends.
for
That's
1
what I have to
hour.
write down here.
You get to Oloc. You get to make a Arcana check. Your DC is what, 15?
Which
There it is.
sorcerer DC is 15.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, phew, that's a 16.
You pass, so you resist the curse, as it were.
Okay, not vulnerable.
Yeah. All right, guys. I know Christian and Noel, you didn't really get engaged very much tonight, but we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
This is going swell.
And it's got to be...
Really?
Could be going a lot worse.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
So
surprised
how's
you're
your
still
wife
alive.
doing, Christian?
so am I.
It's part of the reason why I came tonight.
Thought she
I
had
watched you
COVID.
die.
She did, but she was back to work the following Monday, so
Oh, really?
she's doing all right.
Okay.
The she hasn't talked about it. I don't know, last day or so. She had a little bit of that persistent cough after. Like she's like, all right, I'm over this cough. It can stop. I'm feeling better, but I still got this cough. I'm thinking,
How often do you get a cold and you're only supposed to last a few days, but the cough lasts
Yeah,
like
sure.
weeks?
Yeah.
It's like,
that's a distinctive aspect of COVID from
Right?
remember from-
April had it for months.
Yeah, when it first came out, it was like, oh yeah, you might feel better, but you're gonna cough for like 3 to 6 extra weeks, maybe more.
when I have a cold, I cough for at least a couple weeks after it. So
It affects everyone slightly differently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, thank you for asking. She's doing all right.
well, I know you were really concerned early on because she had some immune stuff going on, you said.
So one thought to think about as we've gathered some allies is during the wedding or during the celebration, what do you want them to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Quietly take out all the guards.
Quietly.
Lower the drawbridge, quietly.
Well, we did at least establish with one group that the lowering of the bridge is like
The signal.
is a sign. Yeah. Do we want some sort of a signal that say everyone else it's time to just go nuts, storm
Me,
the
myself,
castle?
and die. D-I-E. Pretty good. We're solo role playing, and he uses these tables to much better effect than I do, I'm afraid.
He probably has a lot of experience. So.
Yeah, he does. He's on his 3rd season. Were you gonna say something? Saturday. What's my Saturday? I'm free on Saturday. If anyone wants to play.
I'm pretty tired on Saturday.
Sure.
I'm pretty tired today.
So
The
Get
dog
up,
keeping you up or
yeah,
what?
well, not so bad,
dude,
but-
why did you pick a dog that is going to be mammoth and drool on everything?
So
He's always
so
trained
far,
with having a master.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
I don't know.
for years, so far,
And that's fine.
the drool has not been the issue I thought it would be. My
Just
biggest
wait.
challenge for her right now is the potty training.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're ending the
She
stream.
was kenneled for
Night,
4
Ken.
months as a baby.
But,
Bye.
I can.
bye.
She was taking care